Hi guys, welcome to this episode of Burn Rubber. Today we're going to do synopsis and what happened with the car trip. Now, it was a long old trip. We didn't finish up the talks, mainly because we was knackered. I think it was like 15 and a half hours round trip in the end. Well, day, I should say, not round trip. I think it was about a 13-hour trip there and back. So yeah, where should we begin? Likely we should start at the palaver at the beginning. We put a bit of time into a professional garage where you would expect things just to be done. And if there's an issue, find out by making the issue. Foresight, I don't think it was meant in a bad way, but the foresight kind of put us back, well, no other way to say it really, put us back a couple of hours, which still isn't quite resolved just yet, but we'll get there. One thing I would say, which really does help in the whole journey situation, is good friends. So me and Carl, we know each other for a while. The drive up, like the journey it wasn't a problem at all. And go up in something nice if you can. Like, we had options of the daily, we had options of he's got a van as well, but it's nice to go up in something comfortable because that obviously makes you think of less random distractions and stuff. You can just get on with your day. So the car, let's just get onto the car, shall we? Biggest issue was, I think, the guy, I don't think was, how do I put it? I don't think he was lying to me in any way. I just don't think he was a proper car guy. He had a decent tool, but I believe he might have been sold something which he did not know how to look after. I'll let the cat out of the bag. The car was a Mark 1 MX-5, supposedly completely rust-free, forged internals, big turbo, decent ECU tuning, all the good stuff, like coilovers. The only thing I was, 6-speed box in a Mark 1 also with a limit slip diff. The only thing I was expecting to do is hydro handbrake, service it up, and he did say to me turbo had failed. Now, he says that he took it to a garage and they said turbo seals, and I'm thinking to myself, well, we have to look at this one. I know it's miles away, it was up York, but if we look at it and it passes most of the tests, then we'll just get a trailer and we'll trailer it back. But looking at also gives me a feel of the car, how it's been looked after and stuff. Now this is where it gets naughty, right? So we make it up. You've seen the day. We made it up there. We walks up to the car. We didn't film it because it was just too dark. You wouldn't have been able to see us. The car, it was just awkward. My first ever vlog style thing. I thought I would do the synopsis now. I can show you some pictures. I will put some pictures up whilst I'm talking, so it'll be like here somewhere. But yeah, so we walked up to the car. First of all, it's absolutely hanging, covered in dust, covered in mud. Like, didn't clean it. Like, he's known I was coming for a couple of days. Like, we can get over that. We can look through mud and dirt and stuff. I've bought dirty cars. It's no problem at all, right? I personally think it might have been a little bit of a cover-up-ish. So the first thing I do is we shake hands. We have a quick 5 seconds of a chin wag just to make ourselves friendly. First things first is pop the bonnet, please, sir, and let's start her up. Because obviously he says turbo seals are gone. Let's have a look and see just how bad, really. He started it up. Yeah, it chuffed out white smoke. And then cleared. Okay. And then I give it a whap, just a gentle one. And smoke. Thought, fair enough then. Let's shut it down. So we shut the engine down. I looks around the engine bay, and first thing I spotted was this thing. And then the second thing I spotted was that thing. Alarm bells are ringing. Alarm bells is ringing now. So I did get a video of it running. I might as well put that up too. Didn't sound overly bad considering it was forged internals. Like, had a slight miss, but nothing too bad. I then proceeded just to look at the body and stuff. Let's just get an overall idea of this car, shall we? And there's more photos. Look, photo. But biggest issue that I had over the whole thing was I don't think it was like, it could have been more accurate. I didn't have much effort into the sale of the car at all. Like, usually you'd at least wipe it down. The inside was hanging. I haven't got any pictures of the inside. Boot was filled up with stuff. So I asked Matey Boy, whilst I've ran the engine and stuff, I asked him, when was the last time it's been serviced? Because of the first photos I showed you. When was the last time it was serviced? He says, oh, I put oil in it. I was like, oh yeah, no, fairs. When was the last time you changed the oil that was in it? He hadn't. So we have that leak and that leak. And you've never serviced it. And let me just give you, like most people know this, right? I pulled the dipstick out and I give it a sniff. Stank hardcore of petrol. I might as well open up the petrol tank. So now this leads to the, was the day wasted? We didn't pick the car up. I'm not interested in buying the car. I did offer the guy a fairly low price on my thoughts of what it could be. There's an offer. I've come up here. There's an offer. Here we go. Do you know what I'm saying? He wasn't interested in the offer because he was really deep in the car. I feel bad for him because I personally don't think he was trying to shine the wool over my eyes. I just don't think he knew how to maintain such a vehicle. Obviously, a highly modified car, you must service it a lot. And I don't think he'd ever serviced it. He never serviced it, and I think the guy, like how bad it was, the guy who sold it to him must have sold it needing a service, and he never had it done. So I personally think if the turbo seals were going, fairs, same sort of symptoms, but the fact that that PCV valve had spurted oil and been blocked, and it took the crank out, the crank seal, high chance that that's piston rings. Now, if it's piston rings, we are talking big money to replace many parts inside the forged engine, and the engine and stuff was the gem of the cream of the crop. Do you know what I mean? This is what we went up there to go see. So journey not wasted, in my opinion, because I haven't wasted £1,000 buying the whip. One good thing about the day is that pub that we went to afterwards was handsome. The drive up was handsome. The drive back was handsome. We had fun. So we didn't waste a day. Definitely drive that sort of distance again. I haven't got a problem with driving a distance because I could have paid for the car over the internet. I could have had it trailered to my place, and then I could have found out all of that after purchasing. Now we have a problem, and there's no problems. You know what I mean? Guy could have said, he could have had a bit more information on the car, but I don't think, like I said multiple times, I just don't think he had that much of a clue. He wasn't a proper car guy. He'd had some tasty cars in the past, but everything seems to be buy, use it, sell it, rather than buy, maintain, build. Like, there's two types of car guys. We all know that. So guys, the search is still on. I'll obviously let the cat out of the bag. We're looking for an MX-5 Mark 1 or 2, ideally. I want it to be turbocharged or maybe supercharged. Ideally turbocharged. Got the supercharged M3. I just like the boost and the noises back. I kind of miss it. But yeah, MX-5s, guys, if you can find something. So yeah, sorry that you've had to wait until today to get the ending of the trip video, but time's pressed. I do try to do videos as soon as possible. I will try to in future occasions too. Well, hopefully next time we don't get the palaver at the very beginning, and then a couple hours could be used to start editing and stuff. We're fresh. But yeah, keep an eye out for a car if you could, guys. So yeah, overall, we saved thousands of pounds, and on to the next one, innit? Thank you guys for watching again. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, subscribing really does help. Yeah, leave a comment. If you've got any cars, guys, Let me know if you know anybody who has one. Maybe, you never know, it could be on the next video. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Burn rubber, not your soul.